Hello. Welcome to another episode of Creatia Conversation, the number one news source on Pornhub for all that nerd ish. I am your host, Mara the Shark Watkins, and I am joined today by my co host, Lord Cussalot Travis Pointer, aka Dragon King, aka Big T, aka T Money, aka Sweet T, aka Black Merlin, aka HNIC. How you doing
What's
today,
happening?
Travis?
I'm okay. Just
Only
okay
okay?
though. I'm a little disappointed
Why?
because I'm looking at myself on camera here, and you can't see what I did to the beard. Like you can't see the color. Uh, like the beard is green today, and people can't really see it.
I'm sorry.
I know. So am I. Like I matched it to the shirt and everything. It was a whole thing I did today, and you can't really see the color. Maybe if I'm leaning, hold on, I'm gonna lean in. You see it? You see it?
I could see some hints of green in there.
Yeah, yeah. But nah, real
We're in,
shit. I'm good.
good. I'm happy to hear that. Happy to be here on Creature Conversation with you.
Happy to be here with you too. It's been a while.
I know.
Like we haven't podcasted together in at least a month. It's been over a month. Yeah, it's been over a month. The two of us have been on a podcast together. But also, it's been even longer since we've been on Creatia Conversation together.
Yeah.
That was back when it was still monthly, and there were three of us. And yeah,
Now there's a network of us.
yeah,
The duo is back.
it is. It is.
But yeah, so we're here to talk about the usual shebang. What are you watching? What are you playing? You want to go first? You want me to say?
I can go first. I
Yeah.
actually just finished God of War Ragnarok.
Ooh, tell
Finally.
me about it. On PS5?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Fucking fantastic game.
I think I
Like
need to make that a birthday gift to myself.
you should. You absolutely should. Like, if I'm going at this point to recommend one game that everybody needs to play if they haven't played it, it's God of War Ragnarok.
Okay.
Because you played the 2018 one, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you didn't play God of War 2018?
No.
Oh, you need to play them both then.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you absolutely need to play them both. Like, there's like no bullshit. You have to play them both.
Okay. I believe it.
But yeah, I just finished that. So glad I did. So glad I'm finished with it though, is because it's like it's a lot, and I didn't even do everything. Like I started off going along and doing all the side quests and all that stuff, but then I realized at some point I'm like, I'm never going to finish this if I do that because I just don't have the time to do all that anymore. And I found myself getting distracted at one point because I realized there was this armor that I can get that's like made from like dragons. And so I have to go dragon hunting. And you know how I am about dragons. So it was just like, I'm getting this fucking dragon armor. And that took up way too much time of me just running around trying to fight and kill these dragons so I can get this dragon armor. And then I'm like, you know what? No more. I can't keep doing this. I have
Can't
to.
keep up.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'm done with that. I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna go next as far as games because there's still some stuff that I haven't gotten to. Like I still haven't like played all the way through The Witcher 3, and it just got
Okay.
like remastered for the PS5. So I can check that out and get into that and finish that. Never played Jedi Fallen Order, no Star Wars games. So I'm like, I can still play that. But then Forspoken comes out next week, and Hogwarts Legacy comes out next month, and I'm just like,
I can't wait for that.
there's so
I
many
think that's
games.
I think that's partly why I want a PlayStation 5.
Mm-hmm.
But like I got the PlayStation Plus uh premium tier
Mm-hmm.
because I got it for like Black Friday and it was like, why not?
Mm-hmm.
Um so I'm trying to make use of it. Uh so I really, really, really hope that 2023 will bring me a PlayStation 5 at some point.
Yeah, yeah.
Um what else was I gonna say? I haven't been playing anything else other than Pokemon Arceus still and The Sims 4.
About to say, I know you're still playing The Sims.
Yes, they're finally taking the babies and making them not an object. They're making them actual.
Actual Sims.
Yes.
Oh.
So now there's this big one of the patch updates that are to come, I think. I don't remember if they said it was supposed to be this month or this year at least.
Hmm.
I think it's this year. It's supposed to be the infant update. So no more babies. We're getting infants now.
I see. Yeah, it's the motherfucking dragons for his motherfucking armor in the Samuel L. Jackson voice, indeed.
It is all about The Sims.
Yeah, yeah.
I was playing last night and my dog passed away. Like it came home from work and it instantly like just died and I was just like, "What are you doing?"
And then watching nothing really new that I haven't mentioned on here before, but um season 2 of The Legend of Vox Machina starts today, so I'm definitely getting into that. Did you watch the first season of that?
No.
Oh, you should definitely check that out. It's a great show.
Okay.
It's actually based on a Dungeons and Dragons campaign from this group, Critical Role. They're like big in Dungeons and Dragons community. They like got their own shit, and it's a channel that's been around for a while. It's like as far as actual plays of Dungeons and Dragons, they're the biggest one,
Look,
and they got to the
I
point where they have their own animated show, and it's fucking fantastic.
I enjoy shows that talk about Dungeons and Dragons because remember that's how Stranger Things started. So it's always a win.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the upgrade for The Sims. I intentionally don't save when that happens so I can stop and go back to before to stop their death from happening. I know it's bad. Oh, well, so I have this mod that when I don't get the Grim Reaper when Sims die, like you get a medical examiner and they take the body and then they leave you a plot point or an urn. You can like if a sim dies, you can like have them cremated. Yeah. So I couldn't do anything to stop it. So just literally walked in the house and I was paying attention to another sim and then all of a sudden I got a notification that the dog's time had run up. So
Mm-mm-mm.
that was that.
Well, that's sad,
Yeah. It's
but yeah.
okay. I needed less sims to take care of in that household. There's like 5 kids in there.
But yeah, Legend of Vox Machina. It's on Amazon Prime Video. You should definitely watch that.
Okay. Okay. I saw that 90s show finally debuted yesterday.
Yeah, I never watched
Um,
that '70s show, so it didn't really appeal to me. But I've heard people like it. So
I've saw mixed reviews. I haven't started it. It's on my intent. It's my intentions to watch it because I did enjoy that 70s show when it was out originally.
mm,
So thanks for feeling my pain, Amani.
yeah, yeah. If y'all didn't see that, sorry, I clicked that away kind of quick. But yeah, yeah. That's what I've been watching and playing. What about you?
So still, yeah, just playing Sims and then watching. What have I been watching? What did I say yesterday? Oh, I was talking to Travis. I mean, not Travis.
You weren't talking to
Matt.
me.
I'm sorry. I was talking to Matt yesterday. I think about how I
The other
was
bald guy.
continuing. Yeah, the Crown, and I
Oh yeah,
just
you did
started
mention that.
season 4. Um, I've been watching the same things, but the Daily Show because we were off when it happened. Trevor Noah is not the host anymore.
Yeah, they're doing a bunch of co-hosts right now. They had Leslie Jones this week, right?
Yes, yes, and she she's been funny so far. Like I've enjoyed her so far, but and I like how they haven't had her, I guess, tone herself down for
Well,
the
nah.
show.
If you want Leslie Jones on your show, you need to let her be Leslie Jones.
Yes. She said bird pussy on air and I was cracking up when she did it.
That doesn't surprise me one bit.
Not at all. So I've been watching that and that's been about it. I haven't really watched a lot of the new stuff that's been out, so my list and my queue has been getting longer and longer and longer.
It's only gonna get worse.
I know. I only have but so many hours of TV budget time or screen budget time.
Start doing what other people do. Start drugging your kid. You'll have a lot of more time that way.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Just a suggestion.
I know. But yeah, so did you have anything else you want to announce or anything? Or share before we get into newsy time?
Um, Nothing big. I mean, depending on where you want to talk about it, we got some Taco Bell stuff, but that's just random silly shit.
Well, that can be our first introduction into newsy time, so that's okay.
Okay.
Baja Blast, the best Mountain Dew flavor out there.
These are
Apparently,
facts.
is apparently being turned into a hot sauce, and I'm curious, but I'm also concerned to know what that will taste like.
Yeah. So actually, literally, like I was reading this right before we got on, where it's like, in order to get it, it's for one, it's like they're only making 750 bottles.
Because they're not dumb.
Yeah. So you have to win it on mountaindew.com.
Oh wow.
The flavor is going to use the tropical lime flavor of the Baja Blast drink. It said it drops off at the playground with tomatillos, habanero peppers, green chilies, and jalapenos to cause some ruckus. And I'm just like, all those peppers sound wonderful. Put all that in the sauce with some lime. Okay, I think I can get with that.
Everything about that sounds like it's everything about that sounds like it would mess up my internal digestive
Oh, it's
system.
gonna hurt. Don't get me wrong. I know it's going to hurt, and I'm okay with that.
It's like, is it gonna taste more like Baja Blast, or is it just gonna look like Baja Blast, or is it gonna look like Baja Blast coming out?
I think it's gonna more look like the color of Baja Blast in the sauce itself, with just a hint of the lime there. But like the chance of me getting my hands on this is very small, so I have no faith that I'll really get a chance to taste it. This is all
Sure.
speculation. I would
Until
like
they
to. I'm definitely going to try, and if I
until
do,
they
I will eat that on. I will eat it on this show live.
until people say how much they love it and then they decide to market it in the stores.
Yeah, yeah. Because they have wings, so they're gonna do it. So like when they bring the wings back again after this time that we're about to talk about, when they bring them back again, they'll do it with the Baja Blast hot sauce. I'm like, yeah, you can only get that here, unless you work at Taco Bell, you steal the sauce from there. Because I used to know people that worked at Taco Bell would steal their sauces for me. It was a good time.
Hey, sometimes the sauce is the best thing about them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, unnecessary.
Mm-hmm.
And it for sure will feel like a Baja Blast coming out.
Oh man, yeah.
But let's get into some funner stuff. We have a trailer for Bel Air season 2 on
Yes, we
Peacock
do.
Original. Why did I say original?
I don't know. It's not regional.
And we're gonna watch it together.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do it. It's the first of multiple trailers we're watching today, which is a fun show. So let's do that.
Let's get it. All right.
Hello, new world. My whole life was based on a lie. Can't go back to the way things were.
A real man doesn't avoid hard things. He faces scarcity.
Will.
Will.
Yeah. Take off the foo-foo. Take off the cloud chase. Take off the Wi-Fi.
We need to talk. The house just isn't the same when
Will's not home. It's a real world outside. What's going on, Will? Just want to take care of myself. Got me staying in South LA. Where does money come from? Just a couple street ball games. No big deal. You stepping to what?
Okay, now I'm worried.
I did what I did for Will's sake.
What's filling Will is back, baby?
But he's reverting back to his old ways.
Let's go.
I definitely love Jeffrey in this show. Like,
A lot of dudes
What?
get proposed.
said I definitely
That fancy
love Jeffrey
team,
in this
that's you
show.
and your game. So if you can't work with me, sky's the limit.
Record a meal, hell if I know.
We need to talk about our partnership. You're a boss. I'm just trying to bring it out.
If you don't set the tone, she's gonna keep on walking all over you.
I was trying to be someone
Jazz, I
different.
don't like
the
his
BSU, the protests. All people see are my mistakes.
Never ever let anyone try to change you.
Ashley talking to
Can't believe we're going
Ashley.
back
They
so
got
soon.
right. That's like they got Ashley coming back.
Too long.
when is it my time to feel valued? I wish to create a
They switch
legacy
her
where
up.
we are represented.
What is that?
I think it's
Is
time you
this
take the gloves
this
off, babe.
season
Right,
when they
Carlton?
switch her up.
Colton!
You need to watch your mouth. Maybe I am on the wrong team.
We can't be friends anymore.
We can't do this to you. Fight for your principles.
I have anxiety trying to fit into this goddamn Bel Air bubble.
We all need to step up. You got any Jeffrey wisdom?
None that you want to hear.
Take back your time.
I'm wondering who that other girl is too. The one that
the
Will was hugging and kissing
Creatia.
on.
Oh, right.
Like, I'm wondering who that's supposed to be because he's dated multiple people during the run of the original Fresh Prince of Bel Air. So I'm just wondering who that would be.
I don't remember all of them to even guess.
Mm-hmm. Or there's that one story, that one episode where like there was this girl that was trying to take him away from Lisa, and yeah, there was that thing when it was Robin Givens.
It's always Robin Givens.
And then there's also Tyra Banks' character, Jackie. So that could be her too.
Oh, true. I was like, Tyra Banks is in this too, and then I remembered you were talking about her character from the original.
The one he was kissing on? No, that was a different girl. That's not Lisa, if that's what you're talking about. They showed Lisa too.
Well, I'm behind on the first season, so I'm gonna just get through them both.
Oh, so you don't even know why Will's all mad and shit. Okay, got it.
Nope.
I see. Well, yeah, you need to finish that too. I'm gonna need you to get it together.
I know.
That was like a year ago.
Okay. Scold me less. Let's move on to the next trailer because we got another one, and it's Batman, the doom that came to Gotham. Okay. Here I am trying to share this screen again.
Sharing is caring.
No, it's not. The play. Okay. Morty mad because it's PG-13.
Doom.
PG-13 doesn't mean bad.
The great doom is coming.
Dude.
The sins of the Father are heaped upon the Son.
You have no clue the power this book possesses.
I know those who seek it mean to do this city harm. Before it can be truly saved, Gotham must be burned to the ground.
Talking dead folks, reptile plagues, it's not natural.
No shit.
It seems like a lot going on.
Long ties to Gotham.
Spirit, come to us now.
I can't pretend to know exactly what I'm about to face, but I do know that I must stop it.
We mean to give this city purpose and honor the damnation which bore it.
Mercy.
What did this?
Master Bruce, what's happening to you?
Everything.
What needs to happen?
Bruce Wayne must die. And through death, become this city's savior.
I want to know what that is he fell
Hello,
into.
Bruce. It can't be.
Is that his father?
That's my only guess because they gave us no context in this trailer as to who that should be. So if he's shocked like
it looks
that,
like it could.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you just have to guess that's
Dude,
that's
this
Thomas
brilliant-
Wayne. I don't know.
What in the hell?
I don't know.
Them targeted ads is crazy.
But yeah, this is one that I'm interested in because it's a different kind of Batman story. Because he typically doesn't go into the supernatural kind of stuff unless he's teamed with other people that do supernatural stuff, like when we were watching Justice League Dark.
Right.
But I don't know a lot about this. I know that it's an Elseworld story, so it's not like set in the same world. It's in an alternate universe.
Gotcha. I do always like to wonder when we watch these some of the animated universe movies. I always like to wonder, like, which point in Batman's career is this? Is this before the Robins or in between them, or?
Well, that's kind of a consequence of us not watching them perfectly in order, because there's some where we watch them. There's Batman movies like mixed in there, but we skip those because we're going to go back and do all those Batman movies at once.
Right.
But it kind of would show you a little bit, but most of them are like later on for Batman.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's an Elseworlds thing. It's basically shit went bad, and it's because Batman fucked up. So we'll see what happened. All those things being unleashed and all that. Apparently, he actually did that, and caused that to happen. So we got to see what happens and how that occurs and all that. At least that's what happened in the comics, from what I've looked at before. So see what happens. I'm interested. It's coming out on DVD and Blu-ray first, and then eventually it'll be on HBO Max. So
in the dog eat dog world of streaming. Speaking of dogs, if you have a furry loved one in your life, dog.com is your online dog supply shopping and information destination. Everything your dog needs, from toys to treats and food, is available, including collars and leashes. They even have outdoor gear and water safety gear for your furry friend. So go to dog.creatiaworld.com to receive up to 64% off of your order today. That's dog.creatia world, because we're not doing it, .com. But let's get back into our thingies, because we're now going to talk about Gerard Carmichael. Speaking of dogs.
Wow.
So Gerard Carmichael, unbeknownst to my knowledge, hosted the Golden Globes, because I don't normally watch the Golden Globes. I just like to see who wins and is nominated.
It is funny because when we first talked about the Golden Globes, I'm even saying, like, I don't know too many people that really give a shit about the Golden Globes. Like, it didn't happen last year, and I don't know who noticed.
I didn't until I was watching. Well, to get into the gist of what we're talking about, Gerard Carmichael hosted the Golden Globes. His, I believe it was his opening monologue.
Yeah, his opening monologue, yeah,
was cringy, and I mean, I guess some people would say it was race baited and all this other stuff. And Hollywood Foreign Press Association's president was shocked and upset by a mention during the monologue. I mean, I thought the speech was dry and remained dry because, like, he was like, "I'm here because I'm black," because they didn't have the Golden Globes last year because of representation, and I was just like, "Oh, I didn't even realize that was a thing until he said that."
That's what I'm saying. Most people didn't like. I remember them talking about last year that the Golden Globes didn't happen, that they weren't happening, but I wouldn't have noticed that they weren't happening if they hadn't told me that they weren't happening. Like, and then this year when it came around, I had forgotten that they didn't happen. It was just like, because who gives a shit about the Golden Globes?
No one.
The awards really don't even mean anything. Like, and it's just because they've tried to re-legitimize it. But there was a point in time where they were just like, dude, you take a member of the foreign press out to lunch one day and you talk to him for a bit, you win a Golden Globe. Like, it's just kind of how it works. And you can literally buy those awards. I don't know what it's like now. This was a few years ago that I was reading about this. But I don't know, man. I don't give a shit who wins the Golden Globes. It's kind of one of those things where they're like, yeah, it kind of sets a tone to see who might win stuff later on, the ones that people care about, like Oscars. But
the ones that matter.
Yeah. If they really matter to you. Because, I mean, it's just like, it's cool that somebody wins an Oscar and got recognized and all that kind of stuff. But honestly, like, awards like within that industry really only like matter very little to people who are actually in that industry. Like, the actors are happy when they get those awards and stuff, and people who actually work on them are happy about it. But like the people who are in charge don't give a shit. They're like, oh, we might be able to make more money off of this now.
Oh, right. They're just like, oh yes, smelt another statue together, please.
Yeah. And it kind of helps, like, with actors, like if they've won, Oscars and all that kind of stuff, they can demand more money, and stuff like that. But I don't know. It's just awards in these award shows have. I'm not saying I'm down on them, but I'm not as high on them as I used to be. The more I started thinking about them and what they really are, it's really just a bunch of folks up in Hollywood just patting each other on the back, patting themselves on the back, like, look how great we are,
Look at what we did.
Yeah. But as far as Gerard Carmichael's monologue, though, I mean, everything he said was true, but I can see why some people weren't really vibing with it as much, because it did go on for quite some time. And it did feel like it was like, okay, it's a bit much. We can get out of this now.
That was the longest 7 minutes ever.
I don't know. Did you watch what's it? Chris forgot what his fucking last name is. Played Kratos in God of War. His acceptance speech, set a record. Longest acceptance speech in award show history. But like legit set a record. But
Walken, Pratt, Rock.
None of those.
Hemsworth.
It's not going to be the ones you think of off the top of your head, because I don't think you've even seen him in anything. Because the only thing he's been in is something that you're probably too young to watch.
Okay. Figured I would try.
Yeah, I know. But also if you watch Gerard Carmichael's stand-up, that's kind of how he is. Like, it's just very dry sense of humor, real dry tone the whole time. So if that's not your bag, you're not gonna enjoy him. That's just kind of what he is.
Okay, I get it. I feels
like his latest stand-up on HBO. Did you see that one?
I think so.
Yeah, and the whole time it's just him sitting there talking like this, just on a stool. Just, this is how I talk, and this is my whole thing. Very monotone, and this is how I talk, like the whole time. And it's just kind of how he is.
I'm not faulting him for that.
Yeah, if you looking for him to be the kind of just constantly moving back and forth across the stage and getting real excitable like Chris Rock and all that, you're not going to get that from him. Like, that's not who he is. So, but yeah, the higher ups of the Golden Globes, I guess, were not too pleased with him for calling them out like that. And I'm just like,
why are you so surprised?
Yeah, I mean, because it's true. Like I said, you had never had a black host. the first black producer you had was this year. Also, you didn't have any black people on, as a member until after George Floyd's murder, till after that. Like all those things are true. People just,
Right.
if you just don't like him calling you on it, like you shouldn't have got Gerard Carmichael because that's what he's going to do.
So, well, I get it.
Yeah, so I can see why people weren't, excited about it because if you're not familiar with him and know how his sense of humor is and how he delivers, it's going to feel weird to you. It's not going to feel as, fresh or what you're looking for from someone who's hosting the Golden Globes. But to me, like, this is exactly what I expected from him. So give me more.
To move on, did you want to talk a little bit about D&D?
I can touch on it a little bit. So I want to say this was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. I've been touching on this on the show for a while with the open gaming license for D&D and how that's going through some changes because they tried to revamp it last month and they sent out a revised new version of the open gaming license to developers and all that kind of stuff that pretty much crippled them and was basically giving them the right to steal. And the community saw this because those documents got released, and people who play D&D, like really play D&D, you got to know that we are going to read these things in depth because there's so much nuance as far as the game itself goes. Like subtle things, you got to read this exactly the way it's written to know exactly how these spells and everything works and how these rules work because there's so many variables. So they would come out later and try to say that's not what that meant. It meant this, like no, but that's what it said. And legally, you can do this because of the way this is written here, the way this is worded. We're not standing for that bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
But they put out a statement a little while ago. I read it on here with Matt, which real tone deaf and full of bullshit. Real like just gaslighting and triggering like the whole time. Like, yo, fuck you, wizards. They put out a new statement here. And it's better. I'm going to go into it probably in more depth. I'm going to make a video about it over the weekend since,
okay,
the weather's supposed to be kind of shitty out here, so I probably won't be going anywhere. So I'll have a chance to kind of just make a video responding to this statement. But it's better. Still not great, but it's better. There's small clauses in here where it's just like you're looking for, where's their loophole where they're going to fuck me? Because there's somewhere in this document where they're going to fuck me.
Mm.
And I'm seeing some things where they could. And so I'm going to go into more depth in that with this video I'm going to make over the weekend. I'll put it out. But yeah, they put out a new statement. It's on D&D Beyond. You all can read it. It's in their little post section. As of right now, got put out 23 hours ago. From Kyle Brink. He's the, basically the head nigga in charge of D&D. Not of Wizards of the Coast, but of D&D itself. Wizards of the Coast owns D&D, but they also run Magic Gathering and other things. And then Hasbro owns them. So he's not the way top, but as far as D&D itself goes, he's about as high as you can get.
About as high as you can get. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully that works out for everybody.
yeah. I know it doesn't mean a lot to you. It's more of a thing where it'll affect me more than it affects you. Because if you're just playing, it really won't affect you. But if you're somebody who is trying to make something out of this, like I'm working to the point where I'm developing a world of my own, so I can make source material of my own to sell and all that kind of stuff. It was going to fuck people over who wanted to do things like that. And this new one it's better, but it's still not what we want. Because the original OGL was fine. Like there was no reason to fuck with it, but they want more money. So this is what they're doing. And
gotcha.
Still not even sure if they legally can because it's written in the original one that this is irrevocable. So we'll see.
Well, hopefully it doesn't horribly fuck you over. But for other kinds of fucking over, mysensualsecrets.com boasts one of the largest catalogs on the web across the varying levels of adult toy categories, with toys for him, her, and for both. The product line is extensive compared to other competitors in the sexual wellness industry. Orders ship within 24 hours, so customers are always satisfied with both the price and the quality. MySensualSecrets.com has top-rated reviews and exceptional customer service. Go to sensual.creatiaworld.com to receive 10% off your order today. That's sensual.creatiaworld.com.
That was a priceless segue. I like that very much.
Oh, thank you. But into less sexier things.
Wait, before that, I do want to make sure I still put out my PSA here. Go ahead here to mysensualsecrets.com, sensual.creationworld.com to get 10% off. Listen, people, toys are your friend. They're not the enemy. Fellas, use the toys.
They are your friend.
They will elevate your dick game to heights you had never known possible. You want the leg shaking, you want the eye rolling, you can nail that every time if you got toys. Just saying. I know some of you are scared to think like, oh, maybe that means my dick's not enough. No, your dick is enough. But it can be so much more. One little instrument in your hand here. A little bzzz behind it. I'm telling you. Trust me. Trust me. I would never steer you wrong here. I want more orgasms for everybody. Central.creationworld.com. 10% off, folks. That's it. I'm done.
Thank you for your ad in there, Travis. In less sexier news, The Last of Us co-creator.
I think The Last of Us co-creator is very sexy. What do you mean?
Are they?
I don't know. I actually don't even know what he looks like. I'm just, he made The Last of Us, so he automatically sexy because that exists because of him.
Now, is it the co-creator of the show or of the game?
Of the game. Of the game.
So there's an argument about unionization.
Yeah. So the thing is, him along with Neil Druckmann, they co-created and co-directed the original game, The Last of Us, that came out back in 2013. Mm-hmm. He has since left the studio. He's left Naughty Dog. He's not with them anymore. And apparently their relationship is strained, but that's neither here nor there. His whole thing is because he didn't receive credit on the show for what he did to create the game is what he's got a problem with. And that's why he's just like, that's why unionization is important, because people aren't getting credit. Now, here's my thing. Neil Druckmann is also an executive producer on the show, which I think is why he's being given writing credit as well, just because he's there and he's working on the show with them.
Right.
I do understand him wanting credit. The problem that I have is it's not even a problem. It's a question is, where's the line? Because does the art director of the original game get a credit for the show? Do all the programmers from the original game get a credit for the show? It's just like, it's a lot. Like, where do you draw that line? It's just like, I get it, because you want to give people credit for their work and what they've done and what they've contributed. But where do you draw that line?
Right. You just be back paying a whole bunch of other people for a game still.
Right. So it's just, it's odd. It's an odd problem. But I get it. Like, he was very instrumental. It's like I said, they co-directed, co-created the game itself. So yeah, he should get credit as a co-creator. That makes sense. Yeah. But it also, in that case, would make sense for a lot of other people who were working on that game to get credit as well, but they won't. So it's like, how does this really work?
Yeah, it's like what will make you satisfied?
Because even so, when this person gets credit, the person right up underneath them who didn't get credit is going to have a problem. Like, oh, so we'll give them credit then. Fine. What about this person now? You know, it's like, oh, I guess we got to give them credit too. Okay, what about this person now? So it's just like
Just keeps getting
it can
lower
keep
and
going,
lower down.
you know.
Yeah, I get it. But well, they're not getting it, so
Yeah.
that's the end of that.
Because they're not unionized yet, and the gaming industry probably does need to be unionized. But we'll see what they do.
Yeah, I will eventually start the show because it's still a thing that I have to start as well.
Mm-hmm.
But the last trailer that we have,
me and Matt will be recapping that every Monday. So we're not recapping, but we'll be reviewing and talking about it every Monday. I don't think we'll do full recap, but yeah.
See, there we go. Follow up. The last trailer we have for today is an Invincible one, and so we'll get into that now.
Did you watch season 1 of Invincible?
Of course I did.
Don't say of course you did. Like I know you watch all this stuff because we've talked about multiple things today that you hadn't seen yet. So
no, I know, but I feel like I talked to you about Invincible. So
you know my memory ain't shit.
I'm sorry.
It would be soon if we weren't in January of 2023 right now. So literally at the very beginning of the year, and this is coming out the end of the year. So
probably be a Christmas surprise.
Probably.
I know one thing, it'll come out sooner than Beyonce's video for I'm That Girl will come out. So
I don't get that reference. What's happening?
Beyonce announced that she was releasing a video for her album that she released in July, right? Back in like August or September, she had announced the video was coming. Time frame came and went. Christmas came and went. We are now in a new year, and I haven't heard anything about this video. So this is almost like when they kept saying that Frank Ocean's album was coming. It's starting to feel like that.
Is Frank Ocean related to Billy Ocean?
I don't think so.
Has Frank Ocean done his own version of Caribbean Queen?
I don't know. I might have to ask him that.
I think I will. Is he on Twitter?
Yeah, I think so.
That'll make me have to get on Twitter more than I want to. I don't like getting on Twitter.
I love Twitter. It's like entering the Badlands in there.
Nah, I don't know. I don't enjoy Twitter. So it's just, I go there if I'm like, I really need to know something and I'm sure somebody there has the answer. Like something just happened. I'm like, okay, what's really going on? So I go to Twitter because they usually got the tea. But other than that, I leave the Twittering to you and Matt because I don't really enjoy Twitter.
Oh, okay. Well, speaking of Twitter, we have a Twitter for our Creatia World where you can always find us.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we do.
Since we are towards the end of our newsy time. And it's Creatia World, ITSCREATIA World.
Mm-hmm.
Almost thought I was going to do it, didn't you? That's Instagram and Twitter. Facebook is facebook.com/Creatia World. We also have a website if you want to get to know us a little bit more in depth. And that's creatiaworld.com. If you like, you can also catch us. So you can also catch us Monday through Friday live here on Twitch at twitch.tv/Creatia World. You can watch on your own time too on YouTube and Facebook. That's youtube.com/Creatia World. And I already just gave you the Facebook, so look at that. You can also, there's also bonus content like Return to Wrestling with Travis and Matt, right? Where you guys take a look back at old wrestling matches, and you can watch those a month before everyone else no, you can just watch them by only going to our Patreon at patreon.com/Creatia World. where can they find you at, Travis?
You can find me on both Instagram and Twitter at Lord_Cussalott. That is at LORD_CUSSALOTT.
And you can always find me at Mara the Shark. That's MARADASHARK on Instagram and Twitter, because I forgot to say where you could. Yeah, that'll be it for this week. We will see you guys Monday. I won't. Someone else will.
It'll be me and Matt.
It'll be Travis and Matt. There you go. Till then, stay creative. And keep a lookout for all that nerdish.
Later, y'all.
Bye.